Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah. I'm a 24-year-old cash stuffer here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Feel free to go follow me over there if you don't already. But today I will be doing my April cash condensing. So with this one, you will notice that I don't have any money set up already. I am hoping and praying that some of the binders that I know I will be taking out of today will have enough to be able to help cover some of my expenses. I am doing a little bit of back to bank today, so you guys will be able to see that with me as well. You guys would have seen the Wednesday just gone that I did post a bonus video because I did get a bonus through work and I have cash condensed some of that. Not all of it was used in my condensing. I used a portion of it that were that I was, I wanted to be able to put away for myself, but a lot of it has stayed in my bank account or been used for other expenses that you guys will see later on. But some of my envelopes I need to take money out of because I'm using in the next couple of days. And with Easter, Anzac Day, and the first Monday of May all being public holidays here in Australia, it is going to be a little bit hard for me to get cash to be able to do this. And I'm kind of just focusing on making sure that I get my cash for my stuffing videos. So I'm going to do my best for today. We will resume normal cash condensing next month for what we don't have. I know I will make sure that, I've got enough money to be able to cover the hundreds, the 50s and the 20s that I may need. I should be condensing those and getting rid of my 5s, 10s. Another thing we will also be doing at the end of the video, I have this right here, and I have two other ones, my personal and my husband's, that I do want to get some notes out of to be able to put back into the binders before the end of the month as well. At least that way might save me a little bit of time trying to get the bank to get the coins changed over. That would give me a little bit more money in a couple of these envelopes to help condense those further again. So that will be done at the end of the video when I have a bit of notes sitting here. So we will see how this all goes. Anyway, guys, let's jump into today's video. So we're going to start off with one I know. I do have my trusty pen and paper here. All right. So first off, I know I'm taking money out of my debt payoff, which is this one here. I might try and fix this now. So it's the 19th of the 4th. You guys will see this pretty much in a week's time from me filming today. I've got my two dogs in the background, so I apologize if you can hear them. It's really late at night. It's 11:50 here. We are just going with the flow at the moment. I do really need to get this done because I do need to take this back to the bank so I can use some of the money. All right. And April. So I can't fold this and do what I normally do with this because I've got 40 here, 80 there that I still need to put away, but that's okay because I can sort that and figure that out. Okay. All right, so 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 375. Kind of want to double check that's correct, but I know that 50 is going to get in the way. So 100, 150, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 375. Okay. Starting off 375 back to the bank. kind of glad I'm getting rid of that. 100s, 50, 20. Cool. That gets us started. I do also want to do this because don't mind the fact that I'm condensing this the way I am, because I already know this is going to have to go back in this, but I just want to be able to count it properly without making mistakes. 100, 200, 300, 350, 370. Is it supposed to be 375? I put a 5 back and I wasn't supposed to. Yeah. Cool. 100, 200, 300, 350, 375. So now I'm not fixing date nights because whatever money we don't use will get taken back out of the bank and put back in there. So that's there. All right. This means we can semi get started because I've got some of the notes here. All right. Starting in my medical binder, I have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130. So 50, 70, 90, 110. So 130 still in medical. Miscellaneous has 10, so that's 2 5s. Budget has 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140. So this should be 50, 100 here. 50, 70, 80, 90, 100. Kenya. So budget still has 140, and this is just money put aside to allow me to support all the amazing people in this community. Go. Next up is gaming, and that has 20, 30, 40, 55. So gaming still has 55. Savings has 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. Emergency has 100, 120, 130, 140. I feel like the only reasonable thing here to do is that. All right, next up is donations. Donations has 20, 40, 50. And extra food won't get shifted because I use that next week. Alright, so debt payoff was cleared. Home things is up next. This basically is giving me money to create my dream office space. So 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. Cash buffer only has 15. Technology has 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. I know exactly how I'm flipping them and it's annoying me now. Technology still has 45. I was hoping that had a 50 because I could have chucked that away into my long term. So 20, 30, 40, 50. I want to put 50 into my long term for I feel kind of blessed to be able to have these $50 placeholders. I did get them off Amazon. I found them in Australian. I'm like on the Australia version of Amazon, which is just Amazon, but allows you to shop through Australia. And they had them, and I'm like, oh, those would be perfect. So I did that. Now this is 300, and I need to pay for this. So I think I'm going to take the 300 out required to be able to pay for this one. 100, 200, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 280, 300. I knew I was going to have a bit of extra money to be able to use tonight, so this is feeling nice. I started with nothing, and I'm actually got some stuff here. Alright, next up is couple. Now I do know that we obviously cleared date night out, so we'll go into anniversary next. Anniversary has 50, 100, 130. So we'll keep that. And I do keep trackers in all of these just because obviously if things like this happen and I want to be able to not see, I want to be able to see where I am moving forward in it. All right, enjoy only has 30. Adventure has 35. Stay at home has 15. Next up is emergency. It has 50 in the bank and then 30. It has $80 in total. And then home stuff is up next. It has 50, it has 85, so I literally cannot do anything with that anyway. Awesome. Next up is my personal binder, which I know I need to take some stuff out because I owe my husband a bit of money out of my Dean binder, my Dean envelope. Alright, so 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. Alright, so we're going to keep this 10. And so books now has 60. Hair is up next. Oh wow, that's a lot of fives. Alright, that's also got 55. So 20, 40, 45, 50, 55. Oh. Me time is up next. I know a couple of these binders got a little bit of money in it. 20, 40, 20, 40, 45, 55. Okay. Feeling a couple of, well, most of these are going to have over $50 in them. Which I'm kind of hoping not, because I am going to run out of these. I've only got 2 left. I'll just condense down to 20s. Anything's better than nothing. Alright, next up is clothes, which has 20, 30, 35, 40. How's everyone's week been so far, guys? I know it's Sunday today, and I'm just doing my usual check-in. What were our Easter plans? What have we gotten up to? What's our plans the next couple of days? You know, going into a new week, what's our goals? I've been getting inspired by listening to people's goals recently. My husband was feeling a bit down the other day, and I went away to a friend's place, so I bought him breakfast. So I need to give him 50 so that he has it. So 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. I might just do the 50. Should have just kept the 50. Should have counted the whole thing before I got rid of it. Alright, Friends Night's up next, and that has 50 and then 60, so I'm just going to swap for 2 10s. For a 10, 2 10s, what's wrong? I love how pretty and bright some of our bills are, especially new ones. I'm going to swap Self-Care over for 2 10s in this one, so that still has 50. But the reason I'm doing this is because the person who does my facials is okay with smaller bills. So Caro has 20, 40, 45, 50. Perfume's up next. That has 20, 30, 35, 40. So we leave those. They can go back, they can go back, they can come out. Right. Sewing's up next, and that has 20, 35. Keep a nice one. So now we're going to start on Kenya and Brindle. Now, I probably will never ever take money out of this one. It's not that I don't see the point. There is a point. But I want to be able to use the $500 placeholders, not the 100s. So 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300. But it's nice to see both Kenya and Brindles go up a little bit. So I know whatever's in Kenya's is currently also in Brindles. So that also has 300. And the only reason I know it's the same is because I haven't needed to pay any vet bills for either one of the girls. And shouldn't need to for a little bit, I hope. But you don't know with them because things happen all the time. All right, 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, 180. All right. So I'm only going to condense this with a 20. So it should still have 180. 100. Yep. Pet emergency has 100, 150, and that can only be condensed down to a 20 anyway. So that has 180, 190, sorry. All right. Dog food's up next. And it has 20, 40, 50, 60. Dog toys, 20, 40, 50, 20, 40, 55. I know I have a 50 there, but I am really trying to avoid using it now. As long as I can cash condense somewhere, anything is better than nothing. All right. So pet care has 40, and that's all in 10s. Amazing. Pet boarding's up next. That has 20, 40, 50, 60. And that still has 60. And bling, which is for like their accessories and stuff, is like their collars and any dog tags they need. New leashes, new harnesses, things like that. It's kind of what that's for. 20, and like I'm going to rename this when I get some new stuff for this, but it's going to be called accessories, which also will cover bedding and stuff like that. 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You know what? Screw it. Bling can get the 50. Right. The funny thing is because I've done a monthly cash condensing, none of these binders quite get big enough, and so it doesn't look like it's growing, but it is. All right, first up is Bike Rego. So it has 100, 200, 300, 400, 420, 440, 460, 465, 470, 475. 20. So I'm only writing what everything's kind of for so I can see the categories. There we go. So Back to the Bank still has 475. Just I'm placing, oh come on, there you go. Placing a little bit of that back into the bank to earn some interest because my bike rego's not due for a little bit. And it's a higher denomination here than it is here, so I'm probably going to keep these. 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. Just transfer that. To a 20. Should have kept that 50. Bike maintenance, 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80. Oh, no. 20, 40, 60, 80. 300, 320. I never know, I might get 100 somewhere. I doubt it because I don't think I've got 100 anywhere. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got it. Why not use it? I want to be able to use the bigger denominations for these. This should also have 320, 100, 200, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even just condensing into 20s will make it a little bit neater. License renewal is up next. 1, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75. Okay, 1, 2. So this one literally will get fully funded at its next one anyway. Which is why I've put these, because it doesn't, kind of needs to be in the bank for this amount to earn interest. So 225 still in there. Bike extra, 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, 180, 195. Kind of all I can do there. At least I know I'm stockpiled on 20s. 50, 20, 50, 70, 90, 100, 120. 130 in no, it's 35 in fuel. $140, 60, there's 70 in there. Like I said, next month I will make sure that I have the proper denominations to do this. And even cash condense even further, though I'm not too fussed the fact that it's only 20s. That it's getting cash condensed down to. I feel like this is my punishment for doing this way too late at night. Telstra has 20. Radio also has 25. Utilities is up next. And it has 25. I feel like a lot of these have 25. I'm gonna have to go through this next cash stuff and figure out which ones need what. Oh, this one has 30. I'm not very good at explaining myself. 25. I'm also not good at apparently talking while I'm doing all of this, so this is definitely interesting. I'm now down to mainly this. Like 20s. It's a lot of 10s and a lot of 5s. Which is okay. Definitely feel like I should have come more prepared though. Alright. $35 in cleaning fees. Vehicle transport. Already has 35. $25. This is just in case we ever decide to move. To be closer to my family. Nothing's on the cards yet, but if it happens, I want to be prepared because moving is expensive and I do miss my family. I love that sound when I hit the money into the pile. $125. I rushed through these ones because it's my smaller binder. I don't really have much to do with these. This is 30. It's really funny, those odd ones that just have 30. I don't know how that ended up like that. I don't know if there's anything in kids for me to be able to do. So I've kind of only just received this binder. Yep. That one was easy. Haircut clearly has 5 in it. Pay head, I'm not going to be able to do anything with. That's a rock solid one. Cool. Alright, this one I know I'm definitely going to be able to do. a little bit of condensing with. Valentine's Day has 30. Oh, Easter's got to come out. So if you guys didn't know, I've got plans to give this to one of my friends who's a single mum of 3 boys. She just needs a bit of helping hand this Easter, and I just want to give her something nice just to help her out. 50, 70, 90, 100, 120, 110, 120, 30, 135? Yeah. Would it be worth putting 100 of that into the bank? Yes, it would. So 50, 35, so 140, 50. Does it fit? Does it fit? They fit. I was a little worried that these placeholders might not fit, but they do. We're good. 100. Mother's Day. Father's Day. Needs a couple of 20s. At least I know I'll be able to put this into 100 block next time. $45, Black Friday has 50. 155 in Black Friday. I swap that for 2 10s. It's going to make this a lot easier to figure out, at least in my books. Or do I do the same and do I put $100 in the bank so that it can earn a bit of interest? I feel like Black Friday kind of has to be in the bank because I will do most of my Black Friday shopping online. Why are these upside down? Christmas. New Year. These ones are all pretty much the same because I kind of not in that habit where I, you know, take them out once a year yet. This was a brand new binder last year. 100. $150, 70, 85. I think it'd probably be weird that certain ones I think should go, but I definitely think my holiday binder is one that I do believe certain things do need to I do need to have a bit of money in my bank for it, because Mother's Day is coming up here in Australia and I want to be able to make sure that I can give my mum her money pretty much straight away. Alright, next up is all of these. It's getting 20. Flights, I can't do anything with. Transport, I might be able to do something with. This I can forgive. Only has 15. Food only has 15. My fault, do not have enough money in here. Well, I don't have 50s. Did I take the 300 out for Melina? I did. So that's in here too. So this is what I've got. Here's my rusty dusty calculator that's been chewed up. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Alright, cool. $1,315 is what I need to take back to the bank. So 1, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60. Twelve, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. Grab half of this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, let me recount these, hang on. There wasn't an error, I miscounted the first time, but I am right. I have $1,495 here in my little tray. I did have to recount this because I look like I was supposed to have this, but I am supposed to have that because that's what I counted twice. So we've used a couple more of my placeholders, just these ones. I kind of used mainly the hundreds and stuff out of there. I can see that I'm already running low. And then I've got some 50s and stuff like that, which is always super handy because it just means I can put a little bit of extra back into the bank to make sure that I've got it there. Now what I'm going to do off camera, and you guys will see it in next week's video, is I'm going to take some of these 5s, swap it over for some other stuff in here to be able to use for some other bits and pieces back into the binders to get the money back in, because that's what that's for. So I will catch you guys on next week's video. I do hope you enjoy. If you want to see more stuff like this, feel free to subscribe. The link down below is my Instagram and some of my favorite shops on Etsy, as well as the Luxe store. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye!